Stutters 4, our first race at the gate, and the gate is moving. All set for the first. Field of 5, J.K. Down and Steve Mason. Highland Zane, Rick Armstrong, and Cocan Emily. Euless Galand, Woodmere Ringer from the 4 hole, Gilles Barrio, and outside 5, Cocan Rebel, and Jerry Galand. Field of 5 here in race number 1, first of 8 live dashes. On this Wednesday afternoon of racing, here they come. They're off and pacing. Woodmere Ringer out for the early lead. Up on the inside, Island Zane gets away with him. Around the turn, Island Zane outside. Woodmere Ringer now takes it. Woodmere Ringer has the lead. Island Zane second. Now getting away third, J.K. Down at the pylons. And fourth, Cocan Emily. And Cocan Rebel trails the field. And Barrio is set up shop with the 2-year-old colt, Woodmere Ringer. He's on the lead, leading by a length and a half second. Going to Island Zane early on. Third, J.K. Down. Then fourth, Cocan Emily, and trailing Cocan Rebel single file by that opening quarter. An opening panel of 31 and 4. 31 and 4, that opening quarter. And a comfortable lead for Woodmere Ringer. Island Zane is second. Then third, J.K. Down. Cocan Emily still sits in fourth. And fifth, Cocan Rebel. They're still single file order. 3/8 in off the turn. Through the stretch to the half, Woodmere Ringer on top by 2. Racing second, Island Zane. And getting it on the inside, J.K. Down starting to make up some ground. Then fourth to Cocan Emily and trailing Cocan Rebel the half, and 1:04 and 1 as they round the turn. It's Woodmere Ringer. Woodmere Ringer then second, Island Zane. Third to J.K. Down. Fourth, Cocan Emily and trailing Cocan Rebel. And they've been sitting that way since the quarter pole. And nobody out driving, but there goes J.K. Down on the outside, advancing now from third as they drive onto the 3/4. And by that marker, it's Woodmere Ringer by 2 still. Then racing second still is Island Zane, 135 and 4. Outside, battling hard, is J.K. Down. Then outside comes Cocan Rebel and Cocan Emily as they drive to the final 8 pole. It's still Woodmere Ringer, and he's trying to go coast to coast here, leading at every station and still leading. Island Zane is second. Outside, J.K. Down, and up the inside, Cocan Emily, lots of pace, but it's all Woodmere Ringer here in the first. Under wraps, winner Island Zane second, and looks like Cocan Emily gets the third on the inside. The mile 2:08. The winner, Woodmere Ringer, scoring in 2:08. Stutters for race number 2, approaching the top of the stretch. We have Scorpy and John Davidson. Ryan's Fancy, Gilles Barrio, Landfair Anna, Sam Hodgen. Action Raider and Lonnie Stokes, Lucky Northern Star, and Mark Haig, the outside 5 posts. 5 across the gate for this, the second of the afternoon. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Ryan's Fancy, the three-legged, stepping out for it. Then on the outside, on the inside rather, getting away, that is Scorpy. Then on the outside now, Lonnie Stokes getting to second with Action Raider. Back in third, Scorpy, getting away fourth, Landfair Anna. And trailing at the back, Lucky Northern Star as they race on to the opening quarter they go. And Barrio again has set up shop on the lead. And he's got Ryan's Fancy on top, leading by a length and a quarter. Racing second, Action Raider. Then third, the Scorpy, an opening quarter, 30 seconds. Then Landfair Anna tracks it back fourth. Lucky Northern Star trails fifth as they move single file towards the 3/8, cutting the fractions. Ryan's Fancy, then racing second in the pocket trip, Action Raider. Gapped out third, Scorpy. Then Landfair Anna from fourth and trailing fifth halfway home. Lucky Northern Star through the stretch. First time around, led by Ryan's Fancy. Then moving out a bit here over Action Raider, who's now about 2.5, 3 lengths back. Then Landfair Anna, first up challenger, driving up third the half, 1:02 and 3. Then Scorpy fourth, then trailing fifth, Lucky Northern Star as they drive on to the 5/8. It's Ryan's Fancy on the lead. Landfair Anna on the outside. She can grind it out. She's on the outside and getting to second. Inside third, Action Raider. Then fourth, Lucky Northern Star, and trailing at the backfield, that is on the inside, Scorpy, and Barrio has asked Ryan's Fancy for some more, and he is responding. 3/4, 1:34 and 1. Ryan's Fancy by half a dozen. Then Landfair Anna second, and right there third Action Raider. Fourth Lucky Northern Star, Scorpy with an eighth of a mile to go. It's all Ryan's Fancy. Ryan's Fancy in the home stretch. Landfair Anna is still there on the outside. Lucky Northern Star has some late pace, but it's going to be all Ryan's Fancy winning it easily. Landfair Anna second, and up the rail Action Raider does get the third. The time for the mile, 2:05 and 1. Ryan's Fancy. D-Smart Indy and Sam Hodgen from post 2. 3 is Ferocious and Rick Armstrong. 4, Consider Me Lucky. Mark Hagan from your outside 5, Speed Indeed, and Joe Barrio. Field of 5, this is the third of the afternoon. Five starters across the racetrack. Here they come. Ferocious on a break. Off and pacing, Consider Me Lucky is gone out to grab the early lead. Goddess Sabra gets away racing in second. D-Smart Indy third, Speed Indeed sits fourth, and after the break, Ferocious back on the pace as they drive onto the opening eighth pole, and they're by that marker. Consider Me Lucky has the lead, and racing second, Goddess Sabra. Then third, D-Smart Indy as they race on to the opening quarter. Then fourth, Speed Indeed, and trailing Ferocious tries to catch the field, and they were backing up a little bit up the backside, and Mark Haig still has the lead though, 30 and 2 that opening quarter. The inquiry sign is up, so keep that in mind. Inquiry is up, and Consider Me Lucky leading. Racing second, Goddess Sabra. Third, D-Smart Indy. Racing fourth, Speed Indeed, and he's making a move now from fourth, then trailing Ferocious. She has caught the field though, 3/8 of the mile in, through the stretch to the half. Consider Me Lucky on top. Racing second, Goddess Sabra. D-Smart Indy, Speed Indeed still sits in. He had moved, but back in again. The half in 1:05 and 4. Around that turn they go. Consider Me Lucky. Then racing second, Goddess Sabra. Third, going to D-Smart Indy, Speed Indeed's going to do it from the backfield. Out from fourth and trailing Ferocious, and she's rolled off stride again as they drive on to the 3/4 they go. Consider Me Lucky. Racing second, Goddess Sabra. Outside driving third, Speed Indeed. Racing fourth, D-Smart Indy, and Ferocious by the 3/4. Consider Me Lucky, 1:38 and 1 by the third quarter, and it's Consider Me Lucky looking to go coast to coast, and she's got the lead here and looking strong. Speed Indeed on the outside trying to collar her in this final 8, but it's all Consider Me Lucky through the home stretch. Speed Indeed second, Goddess Sabra third, then on the outside D-Smart Indy's going to try it 3 wide, but Consider Me Lucky got some pretty good break in fractions and will have enough just to hang on, about half a length the winner over Speed Indeed second, and for third, D-Smart Indy. We do remind you though, the inquiry sign is up. The mile, 2:09 and 2. Again, the inquiry and the stutters for the fourth race. Behind the gate and approaching top of the stretch, Katahdin Country, and John Davidson as the inside. From post 2, Giz Can Do and Lonnie Stokes. 3 finally laughing, Sam Hodgen, scoring 4. Stagecoach Thunder and Charlie Price. And your outside 5 is Burton Ernie, Joe Barrio. 5 across, here they come. They're off and pacing, and Stagecoach Thunder thundering out for the early lead, getting away, looking for the top. Katahdin Country gets away from the inside second. Then third, Giz Can Do on the outside. Fourth, Burton Ernie, and trailing fifth at the backfield, finally laughing. Now fourth as Burton Ernie takes a back seat, and now sitting fifth as they race on to the opening quarter. And Charlie Price is setting the early tempo with Stagecoach Thunder on top. Sitting second, Katahdin Country. Third to Giz Can Do. Finally laughing, sits in fourth. Burton Ernie trails fifth, 31 and 1. That opening quarter up for Stagecoach Thunder. Leading a length and a half, Katahdin Country second. Gap of 2 more to racing third, Giz Can Do. finally laughing, racing fourth, and Burton Ernie trails fifth. 3/8 of the mile now as they come off the turn through the stretch, racing to the half-mile point, and your leader up top, Stagecoach Thunder. Then in the pocket, Katahdin Country second. Here comes finally laughing on the outside. He's advanced to third. The half in 103 and 2. Then fourth to Giz Can Do. Burton Ernie trails. And moving now from the backfield as they drive on to the 5/8 they go. Stagecoach Thunder looking brave on the lead. Katahdin Country has had a great trip. Davidson sits in the pocket with him. On the outside, finally laughing. Inside, Giz Can Do. And Burton Ernie trails the field. Onto the 3/4. It's Stagecoach Thunder. He's the one to beat, and he's been on top every step of the way. 3/4, 1:34 and 3 as they round the turn. Stagecoach Thunder on top. Sitting second now, Katahdin Country. Third, Giz Can Do. Burton Ernie's got some late pace. He's angled out from fourth, going for third now, but it's all Stagecoach Thunder in the lane. Stagecoach Thunder, Katahdin Country's going to try him, and Burton Ernie and Giz Can Do for third, but it's all Stagecoach Thunder, and he wins easily. In for second, Katahdin Country. Giz Can Do third, head of Burton Ernie, and back to finally laughing in fifth. Time for the mile, 2:04 and 3 for Stagecoach Thunder. Top of the stretch for the fifth, Rocket Musical, John Davidson, Rhodey Ryan, Joe Barrio, No Nonsense Now, Doug Falcons Jr. Hugh Down and Steve Mason, Largo's son, Lonnie Stokes, Everybody Loves Raymond, and Sam Hodgen. 6 across the gate this time around, race 5. Here they come. They're off, and Rocket Musical going for it, but not for long. No Nonsense Now is getting away strong, but he's parked into the first turn. Then Rhodey Ryan gets away third. Fourth to the inside is Largo's son. Then fifth to Q Down, and trailing the field at the back, Everybody Loves Raymond as they march on to the opening quarter. And Johnny D as Rocket Musical pointed on the lead. Out by a length and a half, Rhodey Ryan pocket sitting second. Finding a spot now, No Nonsense Now, sitting in from third. Largo's son fourth. Then fifth to Q Down. And trailing the field is Everybody Loves Raymond, that opening quarter. 30 and 4 up for that first quarter. And the leader, Rocket Musical, out by about a length and a half still. Rhodey Ryan is second. No Nonsense Now. Here comes Largo's son. He's going to try it. First up on the outside. That'll leave No Nonsense Now back in fourth. On the outside, moving with cover from fifth and driving on. Here comes Everybody Loves Raymond. Q Down can see them all, but he decides to move. 3 in and 3 out halfway home. And your leader up top, Rocket Musical, setting the tempo of the half. 1:04 and 1 as they round the turn. It's Rocket Musical. On the outside, Largo's son first up, Challenger second. Rhodey Ryan on the inside right there, and she's back to second. Largo's son third, then Everybody Loves Raymond fourth. Fifth on the outside goes Q Down, and trailing No Nonsense Now. Onto the 3/4, Rocket Musical, Rhodey Ryan. Back to second. Then on the outside, Everybody Loves Raymond. He can score from the backfield, and he's flying the 3/4 in 1:35. And there goes Rhodey Ryan, pocket riding out from second and going after the leader, Rocket Musical. Rhodey Ryan on the outside second. 3 wide move for Everybody Loves Raymond. Third with 1/8 of a mile to go, Rocket Musical. Rhodey Ryan on the outside coming to him. Rhodey Ryan has cleared the lead in the stretch. Rocket Musical coming back on again, but it's tight. Rhodey Ryan wins it. Rocket Musical second, and Everybody Loves Raymond third. The mile 2:06 and 3, and the winner was Rhodey Ryan getting up in the lane. The mile 2:06 and 3. We've got Bob's birthday, Ricky Collins on the inside from those two. Woodmere Starlane and Steve Mason. Woodmere Coal Dust. Bob McNeil from post 3. Bob Weiser scores 4. Joe Barrio from 5, Adam Jack. Rick Armstrong, and outside 6, Arcane Agent Sam Hodgen. 6 stutters, here they come. They're off, Bob's birthday going for it, but Bob Weiser on the outside goes for it around the turn, and he grabs it. Bob Weiser pointed to the lead. Then racing second is Bob's Birthday. Racing third now Adam Jack. And Rick Armstrong's got him at the pylons. Racing in third, Woodmere Coal Dust steps it back in fourth. Then it's Woodmere Starlane fifth, and trailing the field at the back, that's Arcane Agent as they drive to the opening quarter, and it's Budweiser and Barrio out by about 5 lengths. Racing second, Bob's Birthday, 29 and 4 that opening quarter. Then sitting back third, Adam Jack. Racing fourth, Woodmere Coal Dust. Then it's Woodmere Starlane, and trailing the field still, Arcane Agent Budweiser is out, but not with his usual lengthening here, but he's only out by about 4 lengths now at Bob's Birthday. Staying close to him second. Then Adam Jack racing third, back fourth, and gapped out a bit, Woodmere Coal Dust. Here comes Woodmere Starlane, and trailing halfway home, Arcane Agent Budweiser. Probably his shortest lead on the program at the half-mile point. He was there 102 and 2. Budweiser on top. Bob's Birthday second. Then sitting third, Adam Jack. Back in fourth, that's Woodmere Starlane. Fifth, Woodmere Coal Dust. And trailing the field at the back, Arcane Agent onto the 3/4. Budweiser still leading. Bob's Birthday's going to pull it early, and he's on the outside, challenging second and going right on by now. Bob's Birthday has the lead. And right behind him, Adam Jack now comes to second. Budweiser is third, 3/4, 134 and 2. And it's back to Woodmere Starlane, Woodmere Coal Dust, and Arcane Agent as they drive to the final 8th. And now moving out, Bob's Birthday's got a good 3-length lead over Adam Jack, who is second. Budweiser still holds on to third. Less than an 8th to go. Bob's Birthday pointing his heels to the field here in the lane. Bob's Birthday, then second, Adam Jack, and Budweiser's going to hold for third. But it's Bob's Birthday, and he wins easy. In for second was Adam Jack, and Budweiser finishes third. The mile 2:06 and 1 for Bob's Birthday. And the starters for race 7, our main event, top of the class, top of the stretch. We have Bert to Bert and Lonnie Stokes, Ari Donna, Charlie Price, Salzbrook Dandy, and Joe Barrio. Then we have Gamco Kyle, John Davidson, Talking About My Boy, and Sam Hodgin. That's your field, a field of 5 this time around. Top class, and Ari's Donna's rolled off stride. Here they come. They're off, and Salzbrook Dandy quickly rushes for the lead. Salzbrook Dandy's got it. Then Bert and Bert gets away, racing in second around the turn. Gamco Kyle races back in fourth. Then fifth, Talking About My Boy, and trailing our East Donna, freewheeling on the lead, Salzbrook Dandy. He's out by half a dozen early on. Bert and Bert is racing second, Gamco Kyle third. Talking About My Boy fourth, and trailing fifth is our East Donna that opening quarter, and Barrio takes a hold of Salzbrook Dandy, 29 and 3, and Bert and Bert is closing in on him. Racing second, and he's about 2.5 lengths back now. Then Gamco Kyle is going to angle out soon from third. Then Talking About My Boy fourth, and trailing fifth, our East Donna 3/8 in. Salzbrook Dandy on top. Racing second on the inside, Bert and Bert. Here comes Gamco Kyle on the outside. He's stepping up and going for it. Halfway home, Salzbrook Dandy has it. Gamco Kyle on the outside second. The half 1:01 and 4, and Davidson will angle in Gamco Kyle into the 2-hole as Salzbrook Dandy the half again 1:01 and 4 as they drive past the 5/8. Salzbrook Dandy, Gamco Kyle, length and a half away in second. Then third to Bert and Bert, Talking About My Boy fourth rather, and trailing fifth, Ari's Donna. Gamco Kyle back out for the drive again. Salzbrook Dandy has it on the inside. 3/4 in 1:33. Salzbrook Dandy, Gamco Kyle coming to him on the outside, but Dandy moves out now, and he moves out by 2.5, make it 3 in this final 8. Salzbrook Dandy racing second, Gamco Kyle. Battle right now is for third, Bert and Bert, Talking About My Boy, but it's Salzbrook Dandy. He's going to win it here. Salzbrook Dandy and Barrio, his fourth of the night. Second was Gamco Kyle, Talking About My Boy third, and for fourth was Bert and Bert. Back fifth, Ari's Donna. The mile 2:03 and 2. Salzbrook Dandy, our top class winner, Brown Jug Day, tomorrow here at Exhibition Park. As we're moving in the starters, race 8. The finale is Olympic Odyssey and Doug Falcons Jr., Wild Cherry, and Sam Hodgen. Diamond Hard, Mark Haig, Shady Martin, and Charlie Price. Breaking Free, Ricky Collins, and Stagecoach Gambler. And John Davidson, Gers Kazoo, scratched. That's your field 6 this time around to finish off this Wednesday of racing. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Good start in here. Olympic Odyssey busting out for the early lead. Way wide. That's Breaking Free around the turn. Then Shady Martin 3 wide on the outside, getting caught out. Then inside, battling for third is Wild Cherry. Back fourth, Stagecoach Gambler, and trailing the field, Diamond Hard. On way to the opening quarter they go. A battle up front. Olympic Odyssey Breaking Free on the outside. Then racing third is Shady Martin, angling into the pylons. And some confusion there, 29 and 4. That opening quarter, and up top and cutting it. It's Olympic Odyssey taking everyone tonight. Racing second on the outside. Shady Martin is parked though. Then Breaking Free now in. Then on the outside, moving with cover and driving up. Here comes Stagecoach Gambler through the stretch, racing to the half-mile point, led by Olympic Odyssey. Then park second is Shady Martin. Outside third, Stagecoach Gambler. Fourth, Breaking Free. Then moving, Wild Cherry and Diamond Hard trails. They were by the half and even 1:02. And Olympic Odyssey has the lead. Racing second, Shady Martin. Reminded inquiry is up as Stagecoach Gambler drives up quickly. And Olympic Odyssey looks to have stopped up the backstretch, and he's actually angled off the cones. And Shady Martin is going to the inside. And again, the inquiry sign is up on the board. Hold all tickets, please. Confusion as they drive on to the 3/4, and they're 3 wide again. 3/4, 1:34 and 3. And 3 wide, that's Sam Hodgen. And Wild Cherry has collared the leaders. Then Stagecoach Gambler inside Olympic Odyssey. He's not done yet. And on the outside, Shady Martin's going to try it again. And 1/8 of a mile to go here. Down the stretch they come. And they're getting tight quarters. And on the outside, Breaking Free is broke free in the lane. Breaking Free. And he gets up. And Wild Cherry, it's picture time. And they were tight at the wire of the mile. 2:07 and 3. The inquiry sign is up. All kinds of confusion in that final, please. Hold all tickets. They're getting tight down to the wire, but Putnam's Jewel, and they were tight. And we'll need a picture here of the mile. 2:03 and 4. And tight between horses 1 and 2. Shady Martin is racing second. Just a reminder, he's right next door for Sam Hodgen. RG&D 3 for Chester Eatman. Action Raider from 4, John Davidson. Then Cambo Time scores 5, Doug Falcons Jr. Aaron M. Down, Lonnie Stokes from 6. And Dusty Lane Lass is the outside 7. Rick Armstrong, 7 across this time here in the 4th. Here they come. They're off, and just a reminder, going out for the early lead. Up on the inside, Arcane Agent, and RG&D gets away 3rd. Around the first turn, then Action Raider gets away 4th. Cambo Time from 5th, and Aaron M. Down, and trailing the field, Dusty Lane Lass as they make their way to the opening quarter they go. Just a reminder, on top, he's the post-time favorite, leading 1.25 lengths, and up tight second, Arcane Agent. RG&D 3rd. Still sitting in 4th, Action Raider. Then under a tight line, Cambo Time races back in 5th after a 30 and 1 opener. Sitting back in 6th, Aaron M. Down, and trailing the field, Dusty Lane Lass. And out from 4th, there's a first over move by Action Raider as they drive to the 3/8. Your leader up top, though, is just a reminder. Then in the pocket, Journey 2nd. Arcane Agent on the outside 3rd. Coming first up, Action Raider. Then RG&D locked in. Cambo Time is a nice covered up 2nd over trip from 5th. Then Aaron M. Down and Dusty Lane Last the half, 1:03. 4 in and 3 out past the half. Around the paddock turn 2nd time around. And your leader still is just a reminder. Action Raider on the outside second. Inside third, Arcane Agent. Then Cambo Time. Inside to RG Indy Dusty Lane last. And trailing R&M down as they step on to the 3/4. Just a reminder. He likes it on the top, and that's where he is by the 3/4. And he's there in 1:33 and 4. Just a reminder on the outside. Action Raider's been first up since just past the quarter, and he's trying to hang on, but on the inside, Arcane Agent now back to second. Watch for Cambo Time. He's going to tip 3 wide for the drive, but they've got to catch. Just a reminder, and he's moving away in the field here. Just a reminder, and he shows his heels to the field. He's going to win it. Arcane Agent got the perfect pocket trip and gets the deuce. RG Indy for third. Time for the mile. 2:03 and 3. And the stutters for the 5th race behind the gate. Bolero Coupe and Todd Trice. Everybody Loves Raymond, Sam Hodgen. Wild Cherry, Doug Falcons Jr. And we have Eyes on You, Louis Bellevaux, Dr. Decimeter. Mark Haig in the outside post goes to Woodmere Quickbeat. And Al Jones. 5 across the track. Here they come. They're off.
All starters in the first and second race in the paddock in 3 minutes. Bring along the qualifier, please. We're all ready for the qualifier.
He's left outside, going on from 4th, then getting away 5th. Wild Cherry and trailing the field. Eyes on You and Woodmere Quickbeak up to grab the lead to the opening quarter. Woodmere Quickbeak and Bolero Coupe, and Quickbeak has grabbed the lead. Trites tried to keep him out, but to no avail. That opening quarter, a quick 29 and 2. And speaking of quick, it's Woodmere Quickbeak on the lead now. Bolero Coupe to second. Everybody Loves Raymond. He's sitting in nicely from third. Dr. Decimeter 4th. And here comes Wild Cherry. She's going to try it on the outside 5th. Eyes on You, trail 6 through the stretch. Racing to the half, led by Woodmere Quickbeak. Leading by a length up tight second, Bolero Coupe. Everybody Loves Raymond. Oh, an impressive winner last week. He's out and driving up the half in a minute and 1/5 around the turn. And it's Woodmere Quickbeak on the outside. Driving second, Everybody Loves Raymond. Third, inside to Bolero Coupe, then Dr. Decimeter. On the outside, driving on Wild Cherry and trailing Eyes on You onto the 3/4. Woodmere Quickbeak, Everybody Loves Raymond comes to call, and they're headed neck past the 3/4 pole. Everybody Loves Raymond shows a nose in front, 3/4, 1:30 and 3/5, and now he's moving out as Woodmere Quickbeak starts to let go a little bit, and Bolero Coupe has come out around him and is giving chase to the leader. And that is Everybody Loves Raymond with an 1/8 to go. Everybody Loves Raymond, Bolero Coupe, then Wild Cherry on the outside. Eyes on You with his late kick. It's Everybody Loves Raymond. Bolero Coupe tried to get him, but it looked like Everybody Loves Raymond might have gave Sam Hodgen his second driving win of the day. Bolero Coupe second. Time for the mile, 2 minutes and 4/5. 2 minutes and 4/5. Get a photo between horses 1 and...
Starters for race 6 are behind the gate. Bendo Maurice, Lonnie Stokes. Adam Jack, Rick Armstrong. Consider Me Lucky and Mark Haig. Bob's Birthday, Ricky Collins. Budweiser, Randy Phillips. Mega Rose, John Davidson. Here they come. They're going for it, and on the outside, that is Budweiser. Budweiser's your leader. In second, Adam Jack. Third, Consider Me Lucky. Outside, 4th, Bob's Birthday. Sitting inside 5th, that's Bando Maurice. And trailing the field as they make their way up the backstretch is Mega Rose. Off on his own as they're on the backstretch, that's Budweiser and Randy Phillips. Gapped out second, Adam Jack. Park now moving into second. That's Bob's Birthday. 4th, Consider Me Lucky. They were by the opening quarter in a brisk 28 seconds flat. Budweiser and Randy Phillips. Second, Bob's Birthday. Third, Adam Jack, fourth. Consider Me Lucky. Fifth is Bando Maurice, and trailing the field as they make their way to the home stretch for the first time is Mega Rose. Bob Weiser is the leader. In second, still, Bob's Birthday. It's a big gap from first to second as Bob Weiser took them by the half in 57 and 4. Bob Weiser's your leader. Second is still Bob's Birthday. Third on the outside, Consider Me Lucky. Fourth inside, Adam Jack. Now fifth, and Lonnie Stokes is Bando Maurice. Sixth as they make their way up the backstretch for the final time. It's Mega Rose. Bob Weiser's now starting to tire, but still is off on his own, trying to catch the field. Here comes now Consider Me Lucky as they make it to the three quarters in 1:30 and 1.
And we have one qualifier approaching top of the stretch. One qualifier. It's Mark Haig and Heron Bay. Heron Bay, top of the stretch for our lone qualifier this afternoon.
Lucky has cleared. Second, Bob's Birthday, your leader is Consider Me Lucky. Here comes Bando Maurice, and here comes Mega Rose. It's tight at the wire. Looks like Consider Me Lucky. Time for the mile, 2:02 and 2:03 and 3. Mile in 2:03 and 3.
7 with one scratch, Saintly Sinner not going. We've got Allegro Ellie off the inside, Doug Queen, Nimble Girl, and Lonnie Stokes. Ferocious and Todd Trice. Heron Islands, John Davis. By the opening quarter, 31 and 2. Heron Bay is there, 31 and 2. They're off and pacing, going for the lead. Ferocious, then up on the inside. Nimble Girl as they race around the first turn. Nimble Girl's got the lead. Then racing second, Ferocious back in third. Heron Islands settling in and getting to the pylons fourth. That's D Smart Indy on the outside. By the half, 104 and 3. Opening half for Heron Bay, 104 and 3. The heavy favorite, and she's on top, a length and 3/4. That opening quarter in 30 and 3/5. The opening panel, then racing second, Ferocious. Heron Island still sits in third, and High Fashion has rolled off stride in the backfield and takes back now. 3/4, 134 and 2, 29 and 4. Third quarter for Heron Bay. 3/4, 134 and 2, 29 and 4. Third quarter. Seventh after the break, High Fashion, 102 and 4. The opening half. And Nimble Girl getting it her way on the lead. Then racing second, and on the inside, Ferocious. Heron Islands. He tipped out now. And the qualifying time, 2:04 and 1. 2:04 and 1. 59 and 3 last half. 59 and 3 the last half, Heron Bay. And driver Mark Haig qualifying. Catch. Second is Ferocious. Outside third, Heron Islands. D Smart Indy is right there. Fourth with an 1/8 of a mile to go, and it's Nimble Girl. Ferocious seems to be the only one that's got a shot at her. It's Nimble Girl in the lane. Ferocious is coming on. They're deep stretch. Nimble Girl, Ferocious coming on, but it's Nimble Girl. Might have just held on. The mile 2:03 and 4, another close one. Ferocious looked to be second, and D-Smart Indy up the inside. The time for the mile, 2:03 and 4, and another photo. Top of the stretch for the 8th race, Full Pardon and Alan Jones. Rockin' Musical, Sam Hodgen, Largo Sun, and Lonnie Stokes. Tuned in, Jeff Lewis. Cam's Midnight Star and Todd Trice. Cole J. Commando, Doug Falkins Jr. and Rody Ryan. Mark Haig. 7 starters, race 8. Here they come. pacing going out for the lead, Largo Sun. Then inside Rocket Musical, and outside Cam's Midnight Star. In along the inside though, Full Pardon going with them all around the turn. And your leader up top is Full Pardon. Then Rocket Musical looks for a spot, and he's there second. Largo Sun has found some real estate to work with now, sitting third. Then up the inside, that's Tuned In fourth. Left outside Cam's Midnight Star. Then it's Cole J. Commando now moving into fifth position. Sixth, Rody Ryan, and Trites had to go way back to the back of the pack, 30 and 3. That opening panel for Full Pardon cutting the early fractions here. Sitting second, Rocket Musical. Then third, Largo Sun. Tuned In fourth, Cole J. Commando. Under a tight hold, back in fifth, Rody Ryan, and trailing Cam's Midnight Star. Nobody moving yet as they come 3/8 through the stretch, racing to the half, and they're still single file. And they moving right along here with Full Pardon cutting the fractions, Rocket Musical, and a half of 102 and 4, and it's Full Pardon on top, racing second, Rocket Musical, then Largo Sun on the outside going up. There goes Rody Ryan on the outside and is driving quickly and going on. Then it's Tuned In, Cole J. Commando, Cam's Midnight Star from the back of the pack as they drive on to the three-quarters. Full Pardon on the outside, Rody Ryan hitting hard second. Inside, racing third, Rocket Musical, Largo Sun is on the outside. Three-quarters one, 34 and 2, and Rody Ryan. And the Hagler has got the short lead now. Then second on the inside is Full Pardon. Outside, Largo Sun, Rocket Musical. Then here comes Rockin' Todd with Cam's Midnight Star. An 8 to go. Rody Ryan has cleared the lead and moving out. Rody Ryan, then Full Pardon, Rocket Musical coming on, but it's going to be Rody Ryan. Full Pardon tried to come back on, but Rody Ryan got the jump on them in the stretch. In for second, Full Pardon, Rocket Musical third. The mile 2:04 and 2. 2:04 and 2. Ninth race starters approaching top of the stretch. We have Scorpion, John Davidson, Pocan Rebel, Jerry Gallant, Shady Martin, and Charlie Price. Fat Boy and Sam Hodgen, Woodmere Coal Dust, Bob McNeil, Q Down and Steve Mason, and Goddess Sabra, Mark Haig, outside 7. Field of 7, race 9. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Shady Martin stepping out for the early lead. Up on the inside is Scorpy. Around the first turn, Scorpy, Shady Martin. On the outside, a bit rough there. Back pacing though. And on the outside, racing on from second, and Cocan Rebel third. Racing fourth, Woodmere Coal Dust, and McNeil angles her into the cones. Racing fourth. Then it's Bat Boy fifth, back to Q Down. And trailing at the backfield, Goddess Sabra Inquiry sign is up as Shady Martin takes them by the opening quarter, 29 and 1. That opening quarter for Shady Martin. Out by a length and a half, though the Inquiry sign is up. Riding the pocket, Scorpy is second, Cocan Rebel third. Then it's Woodmere Coal Dust sitting back in fourth, Bat Boy fifth. Q Down and trailing Goddess Sabra, 3/8 complete and through the stretch, racing to the half mile. And it's Shady Martin cutting the fractions. Up tight second, Scorpy, then Cocan Rebel. Here comes Bat Boy, a move to the outside. Driving up from fourth, a half and a minute and 1/5. Then back in fifth, Woodmere Coal Dust. Q Down and trailing Goddess Sabra halfway home. And it's Shady Martin around the paddock turn. Scorpy is second. Then third, Cocan Rebel, Woodmere Coal Dust, Bat Boy, Q Down, and Goddess Sabra. Onto the three-quarters they go, and it's Shady Martin looking to go coast to coast here. He grabbed the lead at the quarter, but on the outside, Cocan Rebel, Scorpy is still right there. Bat Boy has come to fourth, 131 and 2. By the three-quarters, Shady Martin. Then Cocan Rebel on the outside. Scorpy is racing third. Bat Boy a closer fourth with an eighth of a mile to go. It's Shady Martin. Shady Martin, Cocan Rebel. Scorpy looks for room, and Bat Boy on the outside. He's got some late pace. There in deep stretch, Shady Martin. Cocan Rebel. The inquiry sign is up, though. Folks, a reminder, The inquiry is up, and the mile in 2:03. So hold all tickets until the official result has been given. Winners for the 10th race, our backup class of the afternoon, behind the gate with a field of 7. Talking about my boy and Sam Hodgen, Bert and Bert, Lonnie Stokes, Stagecoach Thunder and Charlie Price, Katahdin Country, Mark Haig, Lot of Speed, Todd Trites, Hijinks Bank, Paul Bro, and outside your 8 leaving 7 now is Ryan's Fancy, Randy Phillips. 7 starters, here they come. They're off and pacing in a good start. That's Hijinks Bank, a bit rough, leaving the gate and going for the lead. That's Bert and he's got it around the first turn. Then on the outside, Lot of Speed is racing second. Third on the inside, Stagecoach Thunder and Katahdin Country sits fourth as they hit up the backside. Then talking about my boy, races back in fifth. Getting away sixth, that's Ryan's Fancy. Trailing seventh, Hijinks Banka. And Trites has a lot of speed on the choo-choo. That opening quarter, 28-4 by that opening quarter. And it's a lot of speed. Bert and Bert second. Stagecoach Thunder is back third. Katahdin Country races in fourth. And talking about my boy fifth. Sixth to Ryan's Fancy. And Hijinks Banka out of this one as they come through the stretch. Racing to the half-mile point. And pointed on the lead is a lot of speed out by about 3. Then Bert and Bert second. Third, Stagecoach Thunder. They were halfway home. 59-3 as they round the turn. It's a lot of speed. Racing second, Bert and Bert. Then third, Stagecoach Thunder on the outside. Katahdin Country. He's angled out, driving on. Then talking about my boy. And 6 is Ryan's Fancy, and Hijinks Banka. On to the 3/4 they go, and it's a lot of speed on top. Lot of speed, and Trites starts to go to work on him though. 3/4, 1:29-3, and some torrid fractions here for a lot of speed. Bert and Bert is second. Stagecoach Thunder on the outside third. Katahdin Country comes to fourth with an 1/8 to go. They got a catch. Lot of speed. He's in the commanding form. Bert and Bert is second, and Rockin' Todd going to work on him. Bert and Bert on the outside coming on. Lot of speed trying to hang on. Bert and Bert, but it's a lot of speed, and he wins it. In for second, Bert and Bert, just no room for Katahdin Country, and he winds up third. Time for the mile, 2:01. We do remind you the inquiry sign is up, so hold all tickets, please. Race 11, our top class. For first at 1,275, you got Camco Kyle Marquet, Salzburg Dandy John Davidson, Perfect Trick and Todd Trites, Racklin Fine Line Sam Hodgen, and from the outside Rapid Kane and Tim Rossetti. 5 across the racetrack, top class pacers. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Salzburg Dandy out for the early lead. Then Camco Kyle gets away racing in second around the turn. Camco Kyle, Salzburg Dandy on the outside, and he's got the lead. Camco Kyle now racing second. Then third, Rapid Kane. Back in fourth, Perfect Trick. And trailing the field at the back, Rackland Fine Line as they race on to the opening quarter. Salzburg Dandy on top, sitting second. Camco Kyle, then third, Rapid Kane. Racing fourth, Perfect Trick, and trailing
Sam Hodgen, report to the paddock. Jill Barrio, report to the paddock. Also bring a bike with you, please.
And he's out to move, and that flushes Rapid Kane out. And that'll give Rackland Fine Line some cover to work with. Through the stretch, racing to the half. Salzburg Dandy, Rapid Kane on the outside. Coming to call second, and they're halfway home. Racing third, Camco Kyle, then Rackland Fine Line, and trailing Perfect Trick to half in an even 1:01 around the turn. Salzburg Dandy, outside driving second, Rapid Kane, inside third, Camco Kyle, then back fourth on the outside, Rackland Fine Line, and trailing Off the backstretch, perfect trick, onto the three-quarters they go, and it's Salzbrook Dandy. Outside, hitting hard, Rapid King, Camco Kyle. All he needs is some racing room. By the three-quarters and even 1:31 as they round the turn, Salzbrook Dandy. And moving out now, leads by 2. Camco Kyle is second now on the inside with an eighth of a mile to go. Salzbrook Dandy. Camco Kyle is second. Down the stretch, it's Salzbrook Dandy. Camco Kyle is coming on. Deep stretch, Salzbrook Dandy. Camco Kyle coming on. Salzbrook Dandy might have held on to win it. The mile 2:01 and 1. Enough. Stagecoach Gambler, Speed and Need.